The world of women's basketball has been shaken by one of the most significant deals in WNBA history, Caitlin Clark's game-changing $30 million contract with the Minnesota Lynx. It's not just about the money, though. This deal signifies a pivotal moment for both Clark's career and the league as a whole, potentially transforming the WNBA's future. Behind the deal stands the legendary Cheryl Reeve, head coach and general manager of the Minnesota Lynx, whose influence and expertise promise to make this partnership a groundbreaking force in women's basketball. Let's explore what makes this deal revolutionary, how it impacts the landscape of the WNBA, and why Caitlin Clark and Cheryl Reeve are key figures in this dramatic transformation. Caitlin Clark, the new face of the WNBA. Caitlin Clark has taken the basketball world by storm, fresh off her dominating performances at the University of Iowa, where she smashed NCAA scoring records and led her team to the Final Four. Clark entered the WNBA as one of the most highly anticipated rookies in league history. Her unique combination of range, court vision, and leadership made her a standout in college, and it's these same attributes that have generated unprecedented hype around her professional career. Clark's $30 million deal with the Minnesota Lynx is not only a reflection of her immense talent, but also of her marketability. As the face of the next generation of women's basketball, Clark's appeal extends far beyond her on-court skills. She brings a fresh energy to the WNBA, captivating fans with her fierce competitiveness, charismatic personality, and humble yet confident demeanor. Her massive social media following is evidence of her widespread popularity, and her appeal to younger generations makes her a key figure for the WNBA's future growth. By signing this deal, Clark is taking her place as the face of the WNBA for the foreseeable future. Her star power will undoubtedly draw more fans to the league, increase game viewership, and provide a larger platform for the WNBA to showcase its incredible talent. The coaching legend behind the deal. While Caitlin Clark is the star player in this equation, Cheryl Reeve plays an equally important role in this monumental deal. Reeve, who has led the Minnesota Lynx to 4 WNBA championships, is widely regarded as one of the greatest coaches in WNBA history. Her ability to manage and develop talent is unparalleled, and her deep understanding of the game has made her a key figure in the WNBA's success. Reeve's role in securing Clark's $30 million deal cannot be understated. As both head coach and general manager of the Lynx, Reeve saw the potential in bringing Clark to Minnesota. Her experience working with elite players like Maya Moore and Sylvia Fowles has given her the ability to identify and nurture talent in a way that few others can. With Clark now under her guidance, Reeve will undoubtedly help shape the young superstar into a dominant force in the WNBA. But beyond the tactical aspects of the game, Reeve's leadership extends into off-court initiatives as well. Known for being a vocal advocate for social justice and gender equality, Reeve is committed to empowering her players to use their platforms for good. Under her guidance, Clark will not only grow as a player, but also as a leader in the broader world of sports and beyond. Caitlin Clark's $30 million contract is groundbreaking for many reasons. Historically, WNBA contracts have paled in comparison to those in men's professional sports leagues like the NBA. But Clark's deal marks a new era for women's sports, setting a precedent for how elite female athletes should be compensated. This deal is about more than just dollars, it's about recognition. For too long, female athletes have been undervalued in the sports marketplace, despite their immense talent and impact on the game. Clark's contract represents a shift in the way female athletes are perceived, not only in basketball, but across all sports. It shows that women's sports have value, and that fans, brands, and media outlets are ready to invest in these athletes. The $30 million contract also reflects the growing financial health of the WNBA. Over the past few years, the league has seen increased revenue, expanded media coverage, and a rise in fan engagement. The success of players like Clark is directly tied to this growth, and her contract serves as a blueprint for future WNBA stars to secure similarly lucrative deals. Clark's new contract with the Lynx comes at a critical time for the WNBA. The league is on the verge of signing a new television deal that promises to drastically increase the visibility of women's basketball. This deal could be a game changer for the league, providing a larger platform for players like Clark to shine and attracting more fans to the game. Currently, the WNBA struggles with limited media exposure compared to men's leagues like the NBA, MLB, and NFL. This lack of visibility has hindered the league's ability to attract new fans and grow its audience. However, with the anticipated new TV deal, the WNBA could finally receive the mainstream media attention it deserves. The increased visibility will not only benefit Caitlin Clark, but also the entire league. More games broadcast on major networks will mean more opportunities for fans to see their favorite players in action. This could lead to higher attendance at games, increased merchandise sales, and more lucrative sponsorships for the league and its players. For Clark, this media exposure is a chance to elevate her brand even further. As one of the most marketable players in the league, Clark's presence on national television will undoubtedly draw in new fans and increase her influence within the sport. The new TV deal, combined with Clark's star power, could catapult the WNBA into a new era of popularity. The impact on women's sports, a cultural shift. Caitlin Clark's contract is not just significant for the WNBA, it has the potential to impact the entire landscape of women's sports. For years, female athletes have fought for equal pay and recognition, and while progress has been made, there is still a long way to go. Clark's deal is a major step forward in the fight for equality, as it sets a new standard for how women in sports should be compensated and valued. The deal could also inspire young girls who dream of playing professional sports. Clark's success shows that women can achieve the same levels of fame and financial success as their male counterparts, and that their contributions to sports are just as valuable. By securing this contract, Clark is helping to pave the way for future generations of female athletes to achieve their dreams. Additionally, the cultural impact of this deal goes beyond the court. Clark has the opportunity to use her platform to advocate for social change, just as many WNBA players have done in the past. The WNBA is known for its commitment to social justice, and Clark's position as one of the league's top stars will give her a powerful voice in these conversations. Cheryl Reeve's legacy as a coach goes far beyond her success on the court. As one of the most vocal advocates for gender equality in sports, Reeve has used her platform to push for better treatment of female athletes. She has been a driving force behind many of the WNBA's initiatives to improve player conditions, including the push for charter flights and better pay. Reeve's influence extends into the realm of social justice as well. Under her leadership, the Minnesota Lynx have been one of the most socially active teams in the league, using their platform to speak out on issues like racial inequality, LGBTQ+ rights, and gender equality. Reeve's commitment to these causes has earned her respect not only within the WNBA, but also in the broader sports world. With Caitlin Clark now on her roster, Reeve has another opportunity to shape the future of women's sports. As Clark's coach and mentor, Reeve will play a key role in helping the young superstar navigate the challenges that come with being a high-profile athlete. Together, they have the potential to not only dominate on the court, but also to lead the fight for equality in sports. Caitlin Clark and the future of the Minnesota Lynx. With Clark now signed to a $30 million deal, the future of the Minnesota Lynx looks brighter than ever. The Lynx have long been one of the WNBA's most successful franchises, but in recent years, they have been in the midst of a rebuilding phase. The addition of Clark to the team's roster gives the Lynx the star power they need to return to championship contention. Clark's ability to score from anywhere on the court, combined with her court vision and leadership skills, makes her the perfect player to build a team around. Paired with the veteran leadership of players like Nafisa Collier and Kayla McBride, Clark has the potential to lead the Lynx to multiple championships in the coming years. But it's not just about winning games. Clark's presence on the Lynx roster will also bring more attention to the team, both locally and nationally. Her marketability will help the Lynx attract new fans, sell more merchandise, and increase attendance at games. For a team that is already one of the most successful in WNBA history, Clark's arrival signals a new era of success both on and off the court. What this deal means for other WNBA players. Caitlin Clark's $30 million contract sets a new standard for WNBA players. For years, WNBA players have been fighting for better pay and working conditions, and while progress has been made, there is still a long way to go. Clark's deal proves that elite female athletes deserve to be compensated at the same level as their male counterparts. This deal could also pave the way for other WNBA players to secure more lucrative contracts. As the league grows and attracts more fans and sponsors, we could see more players signing multi-million-dollar deals. Clark's success will serve as a blueprint for future WNBA stars. showing them that it's possible to achieve financial success while playing professional basketball. Additionally, this deal could encourage more young athletes to pursue careers in women's sports. For years, the lack of financial incentives has deterred many young girls from pursuing professional sports careers. But with Clark's contract as proof that women's sports can be financially rewarding, we could see more young athletes aspiring to play in the WNBA. The role of sponsorships and endorsements in the WNBA's future. Caitlin Clark's deal with the Lynx is not just about her salary. It's also about the sponsorship and endorsement opportunities that come with being one of the league's top players. As the WNBA grows, so too does the potential for players to secure lucrative endorsement deals with major brands. Clark is already one of the most marketable players in the league, with a huge social media following and a loyal fan base. Her $30 million deal will only increase her marketability, as brands will want to associate themselves with one of the league's brightest stars. The WNBA's new TV deal will also play a major role in increasing sponsorship and endorsement opportunities for players. With more games broadcast on major networks, players like Clark will have a larger platform to showcase their talents, making them more attractive to potential sponsors. In the future, we could see more WNBA players signing major endorsement deals with companies like Nike, Adidas, and Gatorade. Clark's success in securing these deals will inspire other players to do the same, helping to elevate the entire league. What's next for Caitlin Clark in the WNBA? As Caitlin Clark embarks on the next chapter of her career with the Minnesota Lynx, the future of the WNBA has never looked brighter. With the new TV deal, increased media attention, and more sponsorship opportunities, the league is poised for a new era of growth. Clark's partnership with Cheryl Reeve is one of the most exciting developments in recent years. Together, they have the potential to lead the Lynx to new heights and bring even more attention to the league. But the impact of this deal goes beyond just one team. Clark's success will inspire a new generation of young girls who dream of playing professional basketball. She's not just a player, she's a trailblazer for the future of women's sports. Caitlin Clark's monumental $30 million deal with the Minnesota Lynx is not just a financial breakthrough. It's a transformative moment for the WNBA and women's sports as a whole. This contract represents a new era, not only for Clark, but also for the league, signaling that the WNBA is finally starting to receive the recognition and investment it has long deserved. At the forefront of this change is Cheryl Reeve, one of the most respected figures in the sport, who has played a pivotal role in fostering this new age for women's basketball. Together, Clark and Reeve are setting the stage for a revolution that will change the perception and trajectory of the league for years to come. The significance of this deal extends far beyond the court. Historically, women's sports have been underfunded and underpromoted compared to men's leagues. The financial disparity between the NBA and WNBA has been glaring, and while strides have been made in recent years, Clark's contract is a major leap toward bridging that gap. It shows that women athletes are not only deserving of top-tier pay, but that their marketability, influence, and entertainment value are on par with their male counterparts. Clark's deal is a signal to other young female athletes that achieving financial success and stardom in professional sports is within reach. More than just a payday, Clark's contract is a cultural statement. For decades, WNBA players have been trailblazers, fighting for equality, representation, and respect in a male-dominated sports industry. Caitlin Clark's arrival in the league with such a significant deal underscores the progress the WNBA has made and how its stars are now commanding the respect they deserve. This isn't just a win for Clark, it's a win for every player in the league who has fought for better pay, better working conditions, and greater visibility. It's a triumph for women's sports and sets a precedent for what is possible when investment meets talent. The $30 million contract is also a reflection of the WNBA's growing commercial viability. The new TV deal, which promises to bring even more eyes to the league, and the increase in sponsorships and fan engagement mean that the league is no longer a niche product, but a mainstream sporting entity. Clark's success will only fuel this growth. Her magnetic appeal and ability to bring in massive audiences will play a crucial role in elevating the WNBA's status. From sold-out arenas to record-breaking viewership, Clark's influence is already being felt, and it's just the beginning. Looking ahead, Caitlin Clark's deal sets a new benchmark for future WNBA players. As more young women are inspired by her success, the league will continue to attract top talent, leading to even more competition, excitement, and financial growth. Athletes like Clark are proving that women's basketball is a global market ripe with potential, and the world is starting to pay attention. The ripple effect of her contract will likely lead to increased endorsements, more significant media coverage, and an expanding fan base, not only for the WNBA, but for women's sports across the board. Ultimately, Caitlin Clark is doing more than just playing basketball. She's leading a movement. Her $30 million deal with the Minnesota Lynx is a powerful testament to how far the WNBA has come and how bright its future is. With Clark at the center, the league is poised for unprecedented success, and the world is finally beginning to see just how impactful, lucrative, and exciting women's sports can be.